The resume is the most important document that you will work on in your professional life. And I say that because you only have 1 to 2 pages to capture everything that makes you, you. And you control it. It's not a perception that someone else has about you. It's not a grade. It's not a presentation that you give to an executive group. It is a document that you control and you are in charge of. And it should be a living, breathing document that follows you from your time here on campus all the way through retirement. I still have a resume today. I still update it quarterly. It is a very important document, and it deserves as much attention as we give it here at Geneva. It has to be flawless. It cannot have errors. It has to be factual, and it also has to be concise, but selling the uniqueness of you and what you bring to a team and to an organization. So some things that are going to help you in managing this document. Like I said, you have 1 to 2 pages to do it in. I've seen very few 3-page resumes. That usually is reserved for an SVP position or higher. It is something that has to be quantifiable. You've got to be able to put your results in a particular area against those of your peers to help the reader decipher exactly what it is that you would bring to their organization over someone else. Action-oriented. We don't want to hear or read in a resume things about policies or procedures or things that we assume someone of your caliber would be able to do. We want to hear about those action items that make you unique. Use verbs and adverbs more than nouns and adjectives. But really be able to quantify and put into life your examples that I read about in a resume. It's got to be updated quarterly or bi-yearly. So if there's not much change since last quarter, you may decide to pass on updating it this quarter and wait until January. So January and July would be the 2 times I would definitely make some sort of update. And if it's very important information, a change of address, a change of email, we want to make sure those get updated immediately as soon as it happens. Nothing's worse than getting a resume that's a little outdated and now I can't get in touch with you. So if you do have a change of address, an email, a cell phone, make sure that gets updated immediately so that you don't forget about it later. Because that's one of those little things that you could forget about. You want to give it your personal style. And it's got to be a style that represents you and that you're comfortable with. But it also has to be a style that is professional. There are a lot of very, very good resumes that are out there on CareerBuilder and Monster and LinkedIn. The ones that stand out to me are the ones that don't use the cookie cutter templates. Because you may think that that template is unique to you and you're putting your information into it, but as a reviewer of thousands of resumes, if I see the same format and I see the same template and I see the same sections, it all blends together for me. So make it unique. Don't use a template. You can refer to it if you want to know what sections to include, but try to mix it up a little bit. I read the first part of the resume, and then I skim, and I usually read the last part of the resume. So if it's something really important, if it's something very unique to you or the position that I'm hiring for, put it in the top. Make sure you sell your skills and abilities in the top. You can put work experience in the middle. And then you can put anything that is leadership related maybe at the bottom. so that way I can see what I'm looking for in skills and abilities, see some experience, see some education, and then I go down to the bottom and I look at who you are as a person. What do you do as a leader? What's your character? What organizations are you involved in? Not just school, high GPA, but I'm looking for everything. Somebody that can demonstrate abilities to work in a team, who can collaborate, who can work, effectively together, sharing ideas, not just a singular person who's going to be an individual contributor. But most opportunities today are going to revolve around collaboration and teamwork.